Okay guys, we're going to continue with chapter 9 of the Golden Bull from where we left off in the last video. The sun bore down as they stood in the long snaking line of people. Children grew quarrelsome with waiting. The odor of anxious, exhausted travelers merged with the sweat of burdened donkeys. From the front of the slowly moving line, angry or pleading voices could be heard, but not the words of the gatekeeper. "Let us in! My whole family starves in the countryside. I'm a skilled carpenter, and my wife's an excellent cook. Unfair! The city demands on us for food, but abandons us when times are bad." Jomar and Zephyr were almost at the gatehouse. How many people were getting in? From the steady stream of dazed and stony faces being turned away, not many. "Who are you, and what is your business in Ur?" the gatekeeper asked in a droning voice as they finally stood before him. Jomar straightened his shoulders. "I'm Jomar, son of Darabi. My father made an arrangement with the goldsmith who works for the temple. I'm to be his new apprentice." The man gestured towards the gate. "Then enter." He looked at Zephyr. "And this young girl?" Zephyr's strong fingers gripped Jomar's arm. "She's my sister," Jomar said in a voice that seemed too loud. The gatekeeper looked at Jomar, narrowed his lips, and waited for him to continue. "And?" he snapped. "Where will she live? What will she do?" Jomar's tongue seemed stuck to the roof of his parched mouth. The people behind them grumbled impatiently. "We're waiting! Hurry up!" someone called out. "Speak," the gatekeeper said. My sister's a musician," Jomar stammered. "We have temple musicians," the man said irritably, "and we don't need any more hungry young players roaming the streets." Jomar snatched Zephyr's lyre from her basket and held it up. "A toy," the gatekeeper snorted. "No, not a toy," Zephyr said firmly, and took the lyre from Jomar's hand and held it in position. "This is no place for a concert," a young man behind them said angrily. But Zephyr moved her fingers over the lyre strings and began a hymn to the sun god in a breathy, nervous tone. "Moon god Nana, your son we glorify. Each dawn you send us Utu in his chariot golden bright, pulled by 4 prancing steeds that surge across the sky. Utu battles darkness to defeat the night. Bold Utu battles darkness to give us morning light." Jomar watched the gatekeeper's scowl of contempt disappear as Zephyr's voice steadied and soared as she sang. He heard people murmuring behind them. "Her music honors Utu," a strong voice rang out. "Let her in." The gatekeeper leaned towards Jomar and spoke in a troubled whisper. "I could lose my position if the temple officials find out what I've done, but I'll allow your sister to enter the city. You must not speak of her skills to anyone, lest she be pressed to join one of the bands. Lest she be joined to one of the bands of music making beggars." He gestured with his thumb towards the open gates. "Go, but keep her safe, off the streets."